to Breaking News. I'm Kaylee, and I bring you the latest news on today. Saudi Arabia reportedly groomed a Twitter employee to help it spy on dissenters. The Saudi Arabian government enlisted a Twitter army to silence its critics online. It groomed a Twitter employee in the United States to try to get him to spy on certain accounts. And an American-based consultancy company helped the government identify and target the dissidents on Twitter who were later punished and silenced.
The New York Times on Saturday detailed the effort of the Saudi government and Crown Prince Mohammed Bin Salman to quiet dissenters in the country and around the world. The report launched amid increased scrutiny on Saudis and MBS over the disappearance and murder of dissident journalist Jamal Khashoggi, who went missing after entering the Saudi consulate in Istanbul on October 2nd. The report reveals the danger for American tech companies which have until recently single-mindedly focused on growth, like Facebook. Twitter is beginning to see the downsides of a completely open platform, particularly when it intersects with authoritarian regimes. According to the Times, Saudi operatives have mobilized to harass critics on Twitter to keep them from speaking out. They've employed a number of tactics, including swarming critics with memes, creating distractions from relevant conversations, and reporting content they don't want seen on Twitter as sensitive. The government has created its Twitter army by paying young men about 10,000 Saudi riyals or $3,000 a month to tweet. Twitter executives became aware of what was going on in 2015 after intelligence officials told them Al-Zabra had grown closer to Saudi intelligence operatives, who has persuaded him to peer into several user accounts. He was eventually ousted and went back to Saudi Arabia. McKinsey and Company study measured the public reception of economic austerity measures introduced in Saudi Arabia in 2015. The report found that the measures got twice as much coverage on Twitter as they did in more traditional news outlets, and the Twitter reaction was much more negative than positive. Khashoggi's disappearance has put Saudi Arabia and MBS under microscope, while the Crown Prince has sought to cast himself as a reformer. There have for years been evidence of a darker side to him. The Saudis were involved in the mysterious disappearance of the Lebanese Prime Minister and rounded up and imprisoned hundreds of influential businessmen and members of the royal family last year. MBS is overseeing a war in Yemen and a diplomatic blockade of Qatar, and this year has engaged in an ongoing spat in Canada. The Times story also exemplifies how Twitter has to go in dealing with bad actors using its platform for manipulation and nefarious ends. The San Francisco-based company has said that it is trying to focus on the health of the conversation's host and purge suspicious accounts. A lot of focus has been placed on Russian bots, but Russia is hardly the only source of trouble.
How Twitter has to go in dealing with bad actors using its platform for manipulation and nefarious ends. The San Francisco-based company has said that it is trying to focus on the health of the conversation's host and purge suspicious accounts. That makes citizens wonder why Twitter can make some information suspicious be remarkable. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the duration of today's program. Thank you for watching.